Welcome back to Odyssey of the Dragonlords, a fantastical campaign set in the land of Thylea, full of mythic beasts and monsters where gods walk amongst humans and settler races, and titans rule the storms and nightmares and death itself. The land is powered by oaths and fates. Oaths are very real, much like gravity and other forces of nature. When an oath is created, it is bound by the very fabric of reality. And an oath was created 500 years prior to our known heroes joining the exploration of the land, as well as being heroes of the prophecy. And the prophecy is the prevention of the destruction of Thylea when the oath ends. However, this specific episode, the heroes were on their way through the old woods, cutting across the forest to the Dead Falls, where their map from, what's his name? King Acastus led them to the mythical ship known as the Ultros. But as they took rest in the forest, Kira, your lovely bard who writes poems and epic songs of your tales, took a tone of seriousness as she gave you a mirror from the past and some sending stones, and with caution in her eyes, she watched as you looked into the mirror. And at first, all you see in the mirror is a reflection of you and your traveling companions. It takes quite a few seconds before you begin to realize that the odors surrounding you have begun to fade away and are slowly being replaced by the smell of leather tents, campfires burning, and an overwhelming scent of smoldering metal. As the reflection begins to grow fuzzy, you notice the sound of footsteps on lush grass surrounds you with joyful hollering to match, but a very deep and raspy set of breaths demands your attention more than anything. Your reflection in the mirror is now nothing but a blur with a background of green and red, but a large area of gold in the center of your vision. Just as you begin to realize that the smell of smoldering metal seems to come and go with the sound of heavy breathing, your vision begins to sharpen, and the golden object in front of you comes into focus as a beautifully fearsome copper dragon with bright green glowing eyes. It greets you with a smile, an outstretched open claw containing a familiar looking stone. So I'm going to place y'all on the map here. What's your condition over there, Sisk? Oh, your boots. So it's about midday. You are in a war camp. In the middle of a hill covered with grassland. Whoever was holding the mirror looks and they find that their hand is empty. And the dragon in front of you says, "Take good care of that stone. I will want it back when your mission is complete." How about Sisk? Roll me a perception check. Actually, why don't everybody roll me perception? Okay. Excellent. So, Sisk, you are the only one that notices, but you see that there is a similar stone mounted in the collar of the dragon that stands in front of you.
Hey,
What is your guys' reaction to this dragon in front of you?
you said it's a bronze dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Are we acting like we're different people, or are we acting like we're the same people?
You are different people. So even so, like imagine it that you're
Do we have
um,
consciousness of our old selves?
these characters do not.
Okay.
Okay, so it's different personalities. Okay, got it.
Yep,
He's just like blinking slowly, and he's like,
not Jumanji.
okay,
Yeah.
yep. Just making sure.
Dragon, I've got the same stone that you do. There's something you can help me out with that.
Yes, your mission will become more clear. I don't pay too much attention to the details, but yes, I'm here to serve the greatest general this army has ever had.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Estor Arkelander, of course. I'm sure you've heard of him. Your characters have likely heard of him, and your actual characters have heard of him. The general asks for you, the most remarkable operatives in the settler forces, to meet him at his tent. I don't pay attention to those big meetings, but if you go to
What
the
does he
tent,
want from us? Okay, that's what I figured.
yeah,
Which tent? There's a bunch of tents around here.
the big war tent. And let's see. So your characters are not.
That one.
I mean, your characters currently have heard of the greatness of Estor Arkelander. Okay. Um, so let's see. Yeah, do you guys say anything else to this bronze dragon, Arcarania?
Is there anything else you want to ask?
Hey, Karina.
Tell us. Tell. Is that
Uh,
all he?
no, I mean, I don't really know what the plan is. I don't really pay attention to that kind of thing.
Fair enough.
What what have you been fighting? Like this is obviously an outpost. What's going on?
Oh, well, of course, there's the natives that um, are causing problems, I think. I know that there was a diplomatic crew sent over there a few days back and they were killed. That's all I know. I know that Estor is pretty upset and he's ready to fight for all of the settlers, for his brother Telemach, who has sent him on this mission. And yeah, he's gonna accomplish it. He's accomplished everything he's put his mind to. He's got a wonderful army, and I know, especially with you operatives, that maybe maybe this can go smoothly. But if not, that's okay.
You mean that's okay?
Oh, if it doesn't go smoothly, I mean, the problem is that usually, with me being a dragon, um, we just kind of go in and decimate them. But they've got some fancy things that are making that hard. But go to the tent. Oh, look, this dwarf approaching you right now, and you see a dwarf coming up to you, very kind of purposefully, and he introduces himself. Oh no, what does he introduce? Oh, Davos.
Davos.
Davos. He introduces himself as Davos, and he's kind of gruff, and he says, "We've been waiting for you. This way." And he starts to walk towards the tent that Saren indicated. He looks back at
Yeah.
you. Are you guys coming?
I'm following.
I'll
I think
take
I'm
up the
supposed to
back.
follow him.
Okay. So, as you approach the war tent, there is a pair of Dragon Knight squires that guard the entrance. One of them you see pokes his head into the tent, and they turn back to you and they let Davos in, and they say, "Mr. Arkelander's been waiting for you. Right this way." And opens up the tent flap.
Yep.
I really kind of feel like we should be waiting for Solano Deo at this point.
No, it's Hades.
He's on.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on
Oh, like he's logged in?
to Discord.
Him.
All right. Good, because we're starting to get to the good stuff.
All right, so 5-minute break.
Sure.
Huh.
Early 5-minute break.
Come on. I'll give him more time.
I'll find music for the war.
Nothing
tent.
like starting a half hour late and taking a 5-minute break in the first 5 minutes, you know?
Yep. Ooh, let's try this one.
Sorry, I
Kinda.
can
Is that a
go find my
T800?
headset.
Right? Liquid aluminum alloy.
No, a T1000?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did it as a joke. He actually put the icon there.
That's awesome.
So yeah, why don't we
Yep.
just role play a little bit? You get to the tent, and you see several folks around a table with various parchment discussing, and they don't notice you at first. You see this man, who seems to be in charge. He is definitely a brute of a man, very strong-looking, tall, direct, a sternness in his face. Near him, you see a young man that looks to be a spellcaster of some sort. And then to his other side, you see another warrior that also appears to have a very high quality blade as well as a breastplate, possibly even magical. And shortly after you enter, they recognize you. And let's see. Estor looks up at you and he says, "About time. Have you received your stone?"
Yes, we got it right here.
I'm gonna like cautiously put my hand out with the stone.
Excellent. Okay, here's the situation. I don't really know why my brother sent me out here. Just to get the land from the north, from the existing settler fortifications. The Gygans have settled the area and they refuse to budge, but we need more land for the farmland for our settlers, our growing population. And this wizard to his side over here speaks up and he says, "Yes, the main goal is to gather more farmland." And as he's about to say another sentence, Estor cuts him off. He's like, yeah, more farmland. But listen, let's see. We sent a group of peaceful farmers into their territory under guard, and the Gygans killed them for coming into their territory. So we must avenge those lost souls and make sure we teach them a lesson. They must learn to never cross those protected by the Arkelander brothers. Are you with us? Are you able to help us?
We'll do what we've been ordered to do.
I'm gonna have to meditate about this.
Oh, did you say something, Mike? I think.
No,
Oh,
I'm just looking at the guy with one eye. I don't know about him.
Something seems
With one
weird.
eye.
Something about the mage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does kind of have one eye, doesn't he?
Magic eye.
Why don't, Mike, you roll a... Let's see. There's a mechanic for it. Investigation check.
Oh, that looks like one of my worst ones.
Holy crap, you did it.
Nice.
Well, your character wouldn't know this because you kind of just joined, but I'll tell you about rumors that you've heard. And as they were talking and looking at the parchment when you guys were sitting back in the tent before you were recognized, you heard someone reference that specific spellcaster and call him Damon.
Damon. I thought he says his name was something else.
Weird. He goes more than one name.
Did I say his name was something else?
No, you just.
No.
I think you just.
You just said a spellcaster.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just. So his name's Damon.
Mm-hmm.
Damon.
That guy is Damon.
Damon.
So Estor and Damon start to map out the battlefield to you all. And he points out that to the south there's settler fortifications. To the north there's the Mithril Mountain range. Under Sidon's direction, they believe the Gygans have set up additional fortifications and stationed every Gygan capable of wielding a weapon in these intermediate hills to stop any settlers from expanding. As they point out the map to you, they let you know that the trouble has been, the reason that they feel a little stuck and called in extra special ops, if you will, is because that they have contraptions that they've created that can hurl objects high into the sky to attack their aerial forces, their dragons. They appear to have some type of technology to protect these items that launch things into the sky, and so therefore the dragons cannot get close. Attacking directly from the air is a suicide mission, as their mounts will surely be hit, and that's no good.
You either want us to destroy them or relinquish them.
Right, we have options. As Estor, he says, my mount, Arkarania, she can fly your group in low and wide so as to avoid the catapult fire and the archers within the fort. If we drop you off close, you can charge in, find whatever magic that is protecting the catapults, kill him if it's a spellcaster, kill the object casting the magic if it's an object. Then you use that sending zone to notify Arkarania. She can swoop in, blow up the catapults with her fire breath. In the meantime, me and my army will fight the Gygans on the ground, and Arkarania can intercept the catapult fire using her breath ability. I don't need my dragon to fight on the ground with these Gygans. I like to get my hands dirty for a noble cause. And then Damon kind of pipes up and he says, of course, that is one option, Estor. However, we could take a more covert approach. I know that the settlers, and he kind of looks to Estor, and Estor kind of shrugs him off and he says, We may have given up on diplomacy, that much is clear, but I do not think the Gygans necessarily know this. Perhaps our mages... Hey, welcome, Solano. Perhaps our mages and craftsmen can construct a great bronze statue of Sidon with a concealed door. You, our operatives, can be brought into the Gygan territory by hiding in the statue itself. When night falls, you sneak out, disable the catapults, use the sending stone to let our army know of your success, and the following morning, we speak to the Gygans, let them know that their protective catapults are destroyed, and we demand surrender. Estor kind of scoffs at this. He's like, well, you've heard the options. Go in, swords, shields, take them out, or we sneak in a statue.
Sounds a little risky to all be in one place and not be able to do anything about it.
Estor scoffs and he's like, you wouldn't have the skills that you have if you weren't a little risky.
Why can't we do a little bit of both?
I'm listening.
I mean, we take half the crew and we stuff them in a statue and let them go in, and the other half tries to go the sneaky route.
The statue is the sneaky route.
That's not a sneaky route. That's just a complete distraction. I'm talking sneaky route. Like, I don't know if you've seen me, but I can hide like no other. I can blend in with the shadows. I can make sure that I can infiltrate the place. I'm just gonna need some backup when it comes time.
Well, I don't like to come up with all these fancy, smart diplomatic plans. I'm all about just running in and killing them. These bastards are killing our people. Trying to choke us out of this God-given earth, giving us our food.
Earth?
Yes, the earth, the soil.
I just... It's not theirs?
Not theirs. He grabs a piece of dirt from the tent floor and he says, does anyone own this?
Do you?
I don't. But I will. I will.
So I would suggest you rushing in with your troops, going guns blazing, just freaking hammering
guns?
it out. They're things that happened back a long time ago. Just don't worry about those. You just run in, hammers blazing, axes blazing, bust through that door, and I think that we should try to find a side area where we could flank them. And if we flank them, they won't see it coming. You might lose a few men.
Did you not hear about the catapults? We can't get that close.
God.
We need the catapults disabled. Now, whether you get dropped off near their fortification and force your way in to disable the catapults, or whether we sneak you in, but the catapults must be disabled before I can send my army in there. Otherwise, it's a slaughter.
So either way, we need to destroy those. Take them down.
Yeah, but if you drop us in, they've got some shit shooting at us. So obviously, we need to sneak in there.
Well, it's not going to be easy. Either way, they're going to see us.
So they won't see me.
If we go in at night, I've got a magic rope that we can climb down from this dragon. nobody would see us, and we wouldn't be hiding in a statue waiting to get slaughtered.
Climb
More
down
than likely,
from the
they're
dragon?
going to see the dragon.
Right, she's got to fly in low to the ground to not be
Yeah.
detected.
And they've got...
Oh,
Yeah. So, I mean, I can get in there. I just don't know about the rest of us.
So a Dragonlord squire pokes his head in from the tent, the same one that had opened the tent for you, and he motions to Estor and he says, "Sir, a visitor," and he seems a little nervous. Estor and Damon step out of the tent. Do you all follow?
Yeah. I mean,
You look
we're
out.
talking strat. He's just going to walk out. Yeah, I'm going to follow him.
You see a female siren. Great, wonderful wings. Very similar looking to Ashaya before she turned dark. And she's beautiful. And she begins to talk to Estor, and her demeanor is like a playful child. And she says, "Oh, Estor Arkelander, we've heard so many wonderful things about you. I just came to let you know that until this point, you and your kind have been tolerated. Lutheria has a little pet-like fawning over you and your kind. However, unless you stop your expansion, that love, that pet-like adoration for your flesh sacks will end, and you will be met with the wrath of the Titan of Storms." Do you understand, Estor? And he kind of looks confused, and he's like, Lutheria, pet? I'm sorry, lady, you must have the wrong camp. Fly away now. And she says, "Very well," and flies off. And he comes back into the tent. He kind of guides you guys back into the tent.
seems like we should have captured that one. She could have been valuable.
What's that?
That's just a magic item.
Okay, back to business. What's it gonna be?
Who was that? She seems like she knows your fate.
Oh, when you get a reputation like mine, everyone acts like they know ya. And fate, ha! There's always these natives talking about fate. I could tell you, I remember a time when I was mounted on my wonderful dragon, Arkelander. We defended our settler fortifications, and we took down that enemy so thoroughly, they never opposed that settler group again. You know, should you do well on this mission, you may be invited. I've got a new ship. I could give you special privileges, more so than a soldier. Would you like to join my ship, the legendary Ultros? It's a wonderful ship. It's new.
Well, what's it good
New?
Yes, I'm already calling it legendary because I know it is the greatest ship that I have ever had the privilege of captaining.
I'll have to see it one day.
Yeah, can it fly or something?
Oh, it can handle many a wave that would send the ship flying. But listen, my brother Telemach sent me here to accomplish this mission, no matter the cost. You have been called to aid. You have a choice. How do you want to approach the Gygan Fort?
I think we personally go in and try and be undetected.
Should we get our craftsman making that Sidon statue now?
No, not like that. I don't want to be like Jesus, dude. You've
Yeah.
got like 2 thoughts.
I'm not
I feel
climbing
like
in
if
that
you
thing.
can, if you can make a distraction for us, I feel like we can flank them. You don't have to send in a whole freaking army. I just need you to make a distraction, sir.
Yeah, but problem is he's the commander is the problem. He's,
Right. I am a wonderful commander, and I know how to get my men to follow my orders. I don't know what kind of distraction you're looking for. They're going to be on the lookout for my mount. They're going to be on the lookout for my men.
Yeah.
I like the
So,
distraction of putting some of your guys in that statue thing,
And that
then
horse.
yeah, put them in that, and
Yes.
then we can get around them. That sounds good. I like it,
So
but I'm not going in there.
you want
No, hell no.
my soldiers to go into the statue of Sidon.
Yeah, it was your plan,
And then what?
and then that's
We're
the
gonna
distraction
infiltrate
that we
from
need.
the east.
Well, hold on. So, walk me through this. My men are inside the statue, undetected. We send that as a gift. They bring it into their camp, and my men are in there, surrounded, and that's a suicide mission.
Well, yeah, why'd you want us
these
to
things disabled? Don't put your whole army in there. You can throw 3 men in there.
Right. But the intention wasn't to just jump out and surprise them. The intention was to sneak out undetected in order to disable the catapults and sneak back into the statue undetected. You have the skill set for that. My men do not have any type of stealth or sneakiness. They're clunky and
You can just stay in the statue, and I'll sneak in. I'll disable the traps, the catapults. I'll even have them backfire on these guys, and I'll get back out, and then you're good to go.
Has Hortus come into the room yet?
Oh, yes. He's been there the whole time. Sorry.
Well, yes, sir. I think that's such a good idea. I think we're going to be able to sneak in there from the statue and do our job exactly as you like us to. I think it's going to go great. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay. You operatives are interesting. Let me get this straight. You want me to send
Interesting is just a minimal word at best.
You want me to send my men in the statue. The statue already going to draw their attention, but it will be large to hold enough men. But then you're going to sneak in, disable the catapults, and sneak out. Why would I even put my men in the statue? Why not just send an empty statue?
There you go. You can do that.
I
Yeah,
think that's
like
a good idea.
you like the statue.
Definitely make sure there's doors on the statue and everything, so...
Yeah, you gotta have a door or something to get out, because if you put stuff inside and you don't have a door, they're gonna get stuck in there. They can't leave.
So you want us to pretend we're giving a gift and actually leave it empty.
That seems like a good idea. That's a great idea.
And you think
You've
that will
got such a great idea.
You think that will distract them enough? So
That
where
sounds like a gift.
you will sneak in while they're looking at the statue?
Or if we go in there and stay in there, and then when it's quiet outside and no one's around, we'll just have to do the old oopsie daisy and sneak in.
That was Damon's plan, and these guys didn't want to go in.
I'm all for dangerous business.
Okay?
I mean, my name's Hortus, after all.
Hortus is going to go in the statue.
Okay.
By myself? This isn't really a group, then.
No. You're the one that wants to go in it. So we tried to get his men to go in there. He won't send his men in there. I'm just saying, we've got abilities to be able to scale walls and sneakily get in here and disable these catapults. And
We
he
could-
wants us to go in a confined area and possibly just be killed.
I don't
Well, if we're
really
looking
care.
at it this way, I mean, I've got a big shell in my back, guys. It's like hundreds of pounds. I don't know if you guys have ever walked around with a shell like that before on your back, but it's kind of juicy.
I think I weigh more than you, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
I'm not sure about that. I'm a giant turtle person. You're just a thing of metal and stuff.
It is like,
You're like an alive practice target doll or something.
so are we gonna destroy those catapults or not?
Ooh, it sounds a little feisty. I better watch what I say in the future.
You look over at Estor, and he has no patience for your guys' bantering and discussing. And he
Yeah,
says,
I just
figure
wanted to-
it out.
Given my thoughts. Anybody else? Obviously, Hortus has given his thoughts. I will do the statue method, but I will not be happy about it.
I've been in worse places. I don't need to breathe. I just want this. I just want to do the thing, but I'm not promising people can see me. I'm literally made of metal. I'm very loud. I'm very loud. But I can get the job done. I can get the job done.
So some of you want to go into the statue. Some of you want to sneak into the fort in another way.
Yeah, but I will tell you this. I will sneak in the statue, but I'm gonna hide like hell in that little statue.
Okay.
And by little, I understand that it's probably giant.
It's going
Are
to
we
be
really
large.
going in the statue?
Let me
That
tell
sounds crazy.
let me tell my craftsmen to get on building it right away. It will take
Are they dwarves?
Sounds like a doozy.
We have some dwarves that are craftsmen. We also have a mage on hand who can hopefully create some protections for you. So you have the rest of the day
Start with that.
we have the rest of the day to rest and to prepare. Feel free to help yourself to anything in camp. We don't have much, and we will send the gift first thing in the morning with you in it.
I'm gonna ask for a tent alone where I can go meditate.
Ooh.
Of course. And he turns to his friend over here, who also appears to be in charge of a lot of like the supplies and stuff at camp. And he says, Scathen, get this man a tent for himself. And he escorts you to a spot with a bunch of gear and water canteens and all kinds of stuff. And he,
You guys ready to go on an adventure? I'm excited. I'm here to bring the morale and a great axe.
So you hang
On
out
adventure.
in the camp. There are some fires going, soldiers joking around. Anything that you guys care to do in camp?
Let's get my equipment ready. Just about it.
Jeff, I went ahead and adjusted my hit points per the Amulet of Health, so I went from 95 to 110 hit points.
Cool.
I'm 101. And I don't got no ammo, but I'm good.
Actually, no, it would be 115 because that's 20 hit points.
Cool.
Yep, still high health.
I just plan on not getting hit.
Yeah. I really
I'm a
thought-
big old turtle person, and I've got a big shell and a
it was
lot
gonna
of
be like-
armor.
So as evening approaches and the men start making their evening meal, you hear some drumming at camp.
Oh, I wonder what's going on in a camp.
Like a war drum or a party drum?
Now, there's a big difference.
Go ahead and roll investigation as you look around
Ooh,
for the
skill
sound.
check.
Hortus, you look around, you don't know where it's coming from. Bingo, you look around and you do see a drummer, and you're surprised as you look at the drummer. Even though there is kind of a hood, you can tell that the drummer appears to be a female woman, young with pale skin, although you can only see the tops of her hands and a little bit of her forearms. But she does not seem to be a soldier and kind of stands out, but only if you investigate it the way you do.
Time to cause a paradox. Nah, it's like I went back in time just to kill her.
Yeah, should
So
I think I should approach this woman,
Oh, okay.
find out what she's doing.
Yeah, as you approach, she doesn't look up. She doesn't stop drumming. There are two soldier squires around her that don't let you get too close. But you get closer, and the drumming is louder, but she doesn't look up at you.
Do I feel inspired by this drumming?
More like a sense of foreboding.
Ooh. Ooh.
So the camp starts to die down a little bit from the evening. After you eat your meal, you recognize that the drummer has stopped drumming. It gets quiet. You hear some soldiers sleeping restlessly. You hear some hammering and some tinkering, as you know that one of the tents is the tent where it's they're forging and creating this big statue. And I don't think you guys need a long rest, but you sleep in the night. And morning soon arises. How do y'all sleep?
Slept great.
Oh, I went right inside of my shell and I counted 50 sheep and I tuckered out really fast.
I just went to rest mode. I don't know. It's like weirdly like sleep paralysis with these things.
Right?
Like they're aware what's going on with them, but they just power down.
So you wake up, Reckoner, and you apply oil to all your crevices.
Racist.
And you come out of your various tents, and the first thing that catches your eye is a giant bronze-coated statue. You see clouds intricately carved into the base of the large throne. You see that there are edges with irregular curves, jagged cutouts, closely resembling bolts of lightning cutting through the sky. And seated upon the throne is a dominating figure with shoulder-long hair and bearing a menacing scowl while looking ahead and down toward a nondescript spot on the ground. A third eye bearing no eyelids is embedded into the forehead, sitting wide open with arc-shaped veins. In his right hand, he bears a mighty glaive with jagged teeth and a similar eye. You're greeted. You are fed. You are escorted to the statue. There's a large opening. So after soaking in the entirety of the monstrous statue you are soon to enter, the scene around the statue catches your eye. Laying on the wooden cart carrying the statue is also several humans, dwarves, and elves who are asleep, almost as if by magic. They were clearly up all day and night, assembling the statue from the collected lumber intended for fortifications. Nearby, there are open and empty crates with the exception of one, which is filled with weapon hilts. The brass that once constructed these weapons is now providing the thin bronze coat to the giant statue of Sidon. There are 8 oxen ready to pull the cart and its cargo. It is unlikely that they will be returned. The magnitude of effort and material required for this plan is not lost on anyone.
Yeah. Cost us more material than men. It's arguable which one was worse.
Is it arguable, or is that what Reckoner says?
Well, it's like this was a waste of material.
So Damon walks by you, walks past you, and motions you to come join him at the back of the statue.
Okay.
He climbs onto the cart, dragging one hand against the back of the statue as he walks across. At one point near the middle, he stops, begins running his hand up and down the area, and then looks back at you with a great smile before giving a two-handed push. You hear a click, followed by Damon gently swinging down a door which was not visible a mere second ago, and he gestures for you to climb in.
Before I go in there, I need you to show me how to open this door from the inside.
Of course. He kind of tucks his way in and he says, well, you have to kind of come in to see where the lever is. And you kind of stick your head in and he shows you this little lever at the back of the statue. And as you stick your head in, you realize it's not just going to be super tight, cramped quarters. There's actually a little ramp that leads to an upper area. There's 2 levels. Each area is carpeted to muffle the sounds if you move about. There is a small bench, a little shelf with some rations and water, and there is upper level with some facilities that is structured in such a way to minimize sound and stench. Then there's just a bunch of
Looks adequate.
frames and supporting beams.
Yeah, this looks adequate. I will go in. I'm ready to go.
Damon just nods his head. He looks at the rest of you.
You don't have to ask me. I'm ready to go. I'm raring. I'm sipping.
As you guys
Hortus, we're gonna need you to tone it down a little bit while we're in there.
Oh, don't worry. I plan to be very quiet, sir.
Just, I mean,
Oh, I didn't even bring
probably
this.
less talking.
You guys should check out the statue.
Yeah.
Oh,
You actually made a statue.
Oh, it's a big boy.
Okay, let's just get this over with.
You should be happier. This is a great opportunity.
Okay.
are
So
we going in the leg?
well, I mean, the picture doesn't represent it really well. So he's sitting on a throne, and the big throne that he's sitting on is kind of the area where you can go in.
Nice.
Oh.
That's way better than other ways we could go into a statue, so I'll take that as a win.
Yeah.
So as you all settle in, the door's still open. You hear the swoop and people parting, and it's kind of hard to see up, but you see most of the torso, the legs and torso of the bronze dragon that greeted you earlier. And she kind of tucks her head in and she says, "Good luck. It's about a 2-hour ride there. Damon's gonna ride on a horse, guiding you. I will be circling slightly above and behind as a warning to the Gygans what will happen if they attack you too soon. Any violence, I'm right behind you. Any questions?" Okay.
Hortus raises his hand.
Turtle one, what's up?
Sorry, my name's Hortus. So if it comes to a situation where, like, there's a bunch of bad guys and they're, like, really onto our case about what's going on, do we have the right to use excessive violence,
Well,
Absolutely.
possibly leading to their demise?
I mean, the intention with this plan, from what Damon told me, and Damon interrupts, he's like, Arkarania, I got this. If it's your life or theirs, then yes, protect yourselves, protect the settlers.
Great, that's all I wanted to hear. Thanks.
But I urge you to wait till nightfall,
Yes.
sneak out, disable the catapults, sneak back in, use the sending stone to let us know when you've accomplished the mission.
Roger that, boss.
Question. We're going in the morning and we're waiting till nightfall.
Yeah, just take a big nap.
Where is there a bathroom in here?
Yeah, were you not paying attention? There is a facility in the top part of the ramp that's quiet and also stench-free.
Okay, just please, let's please go. He's not gonna shut up. He's not gonna shut up.
Okay, so you feel the swoop of her wings as Arkarania rises up. Damon gives you one last look. He's a little bit more kind of serious-faced as he shuts the door. And within a few moments, you feel the gentle tug of the oxen pulling the very large statue of Sidon. It's a long ride, at least 2 hours. It's slow. You hear Damon kind of talking to you through the bronze walls of the statue. You hear him say, "Anyone in there nervous?"
No.
Are there snacks in here?
Yes, the table.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Should be water,
There's
nuts,
food, water.
dried
Not
meat.
more.
I'm going to find a quiet place to just sit there and meditate and just
Please take me with
deal
you.
with everything.
And I'm gonna go inside my shell and take a nice nap.
All right.
Yep.
A couple hours goes by, and you hear Damon once again say, "All right, in there, no more talking. We're approaching," and they could maybe hear you as we get closer. Then a few minutes goes by, and you hear a voice. "Halt there." You hear Damon kind of raises, or you hear kind of a quiet, you hear some jingling of his materials as he hops off his horse. And you hear him speaking. First, Damon says, "Greetings from the settlers. We would like to continue discussions of a diplomatic nature. We offer this gift as a sign of peace." And the voice that you hear on the other side doesn't speak in common. Does anyone speak giant?
Good question.
Nope, Siski don't.
Let me check
Okay.
my languages.
I got Draconic.
I speak Aquan and Common.
So you hear another language, and you hear Damon sort of speaking unnecessarily loudly, and also trying to restate what this guy's saying in giant. You hear him saying that the gift is in hopes that the Gygans and settlers can live peacefully side by side, but very quickly you hear the gruffness of the other voice, and they only speak in giant moving forward. So that's all you get. You hear sort of a ending to the conversation, and you hear Damon once again say, "We hope you will meet us on neutral ground in the morning to continue discussions." And you don't hear anything for a while. A few moments go by. You feel the statue moving once again. For another few minutes, and then it stops. Let's see.
Is this the point where we leave?
Is this the point? What?
Is this the point where we leave the statue?
Nope.
Okay, I'll stay put.
I whisper quietly.
This is my best inside voice. I'm kind of abrasive. But I mean well in the end.
I'll knock on your shell when it's time to get up.
Oh, you already know. Thank you so much.
You hear light tapping on the side of the statue.
Okay.
You
It's a
feel energy kind of being blasted at the statue. You hear lots of commotion in the giant tongue as the whole statue is poked and prodded.
Oh my god.
Well, but at least I can't make noise. At least I can't make.
And for the first hour or so, there seems to be a lot of commotion. You guys feel the urge to hardly even breathe. But slowly, it becomes quieter on the outside. As each hour goes by, it becomes quieter. The statue moves once again for a few moments. And you hear a rhythmic chanting in the giant tongue. You hear some drumming, some what sounds like kind of communal chanting. Nobody understands giant, huh?
Nope.
Okay. So this goes on for about an hour, chanting and praying around the statue. Then the day moves on. It gets quiet once again. Every once in a while, you hear a creature come by. Seems to be praying near the outside edge of the statue for a few moments, and then walks away. And this gets less and less. And eventually, who's holding the sending stone?
That'd be I.
Okay. You hear a voice through the stone, through your mind, that says, "It's dark now. Prepare to head out. Disable the weapons. Return to the statue. We'll get you when they surrender." And you recognize the voice as Arkarania, the bronze dragon.
Okay, so we're supposed to disable the things now.
Time to go, guys. And I'm gonna knock on Hortus's shell.
Okay. I'm going to bring you all into the scene, even though a lot of this will probably be theater of the mind.
Okay.
But just so you can get a sense of what you're
I'm just
getting
imagining an
into.
old camp. Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
So you knocked on my shell?
I did, and I put my finger up to my mouth, going, "Shh.
Okay, I'll be very quiet, I promise.
Be very, very quiet."
Like super quiet.
And
I think I can do that.
I'm gonna poke my head out.
First, you have to make a strength check, an athletics check, to open the heavy brass-plated door
Even with the lever?
without making noise.
Okay.
It's more like a latch.
Yeah.
A strength check?
I'm gonna kill that
I
tortoise.
don't have proficiency in athletics. What?
Oh,
Yeah, and these characters were
strength or
imported.
athletics?
Athletics.
Oh, well then, screw that 10. I got a 13 instead.
Where the silver
Okay,
guys come from?
as you open the heavy door, despite knowing where the latch was, you start to open it and you hear a slight creaking noise as it opens enough to get out.
And then I look at the android and I'm like, give me your oil. We need to grease the wheels on this thing before we do anything else.
Told you, don't use grease.
So do you have to do that like every morning? Doesn't it get exhausting?
I'm gonna kill one of you.
Oh, please don't do that. I mean, I encourage violence regularly, but not against us.
Just be quiet.
I mean, there was one time I tore a shark apart. That was awesome.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna poke my head out and see if anybody noticed.
Roll investigation.
There's so many things.
Hit the button. Hit the button.
You do notice that about 25 feet away from you, you see a Gygan who looked to have been sitting on the ground, who's starting to shuffle and stand up, but his back is to you. But he looks like he's standing up. You see
look behind me. I'm going to say.
You see a bottle of booze next to him.
Just stay here for a second. Leave the door open because it squeaks like hell. Let me go investigate, and I'm gonna hide. And I'm gonna hide around the statue, around these little beams over here, and try and investigate what the hell is going on.
Okay. So you move over this way?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a stealth to hide. We'll see if he notices you. Oh, he definitely does not. So you see him kind of stand up and he like looks around. You could tell he's inebriated. And he just kind of wipes his face and looks around and he listens for a second. And a few more seconds. And then he kind of sits back down and turns his back to the statue once again where he was sitting. And you see him kind of reach around on the ground looking for his ale.
I'm gonna go back on over and let them know if we can be very quiet. I think we can disable these ballista guns, the turrets. Where actually are they?
The two catapults?
Yeah.
This is a large catapult there, and this is a large one over there.
Okay, those ones.
What's the problem? They're guarded right by those things.
Perfect. So, do I know what it would take to disable or make these things backfire?
Do you know what it would take? It would take a either thieves' tools to disable them, or you can like smash a critical part, which makes noise. But thieves' tools is a no noise way, or you can kind of rig them to where they still work, but they actually hurl objects like straight forward at the groundish instead of up. But that's harder to do.
Anybody have any way of quietly disabling these things?
Quietly disabling them?
Yes.
I just suggest smash them or casting them on fire.
Are any of you guys able to like take stuff apart or something? I tend to just take apart my enemies' lives, and that's about as far as my skill goes.
Quietly disabling them.
I've got claws.
Alright, well, I am gonna come up here, and I see there's a giant ass motherfucker right here.
Yeah, he's probably in a tent somewhere sleeping.
Okay, so he's not there.
Right.
I'm gonna scout out. I'm gonna scout out the other one, and see if anything's going on there.
The one up here?
Yep.
Okay, what are the rest of you doing? Just chilling inside the statue?
How do I zoom in from the map? Because I can see the big overhead, like bird's eye view, but scrolling on my mouse scroll, it only moves the map, not me closer.
Oh,
Hold
there's
control down and scroll.
or the plus button on your like calculator part of your keyboard.
Control did it. Thank you.
I might have to be back real quick.
I think I probably climbed down and am just hiding at the base of the statue.
Okay.
I
Just
think I'm just going to sneak out because I don't. Because he makes so much noise.
So why don't the three of you that are still at the statue give me a stealth check?
Oh, sure.
God, don't-
Okay.
Yikes! It's a blind roll.
Yeah.
very
So
cool.
as you all get out of the statue and try to sneak around, Bingo, the goblin, you crit failed. Tell me how you crit failed in your
Oh
stealth.
my god!
I really wanted it to be the turtle. I wanted the turtle to be the reason we failed.
well, you know, they did not think of short folk when they made the statue, and there's a big step that you have to get over to exit. Trying to step over it, I step into it and just fall out the hole.
Okay, and you hear a big thump as the Reckoner and Hortus look over at you, and you hear a couple of voices in Giant. You hear coming from this main area some scuffling sounds, and you hear from this one over here. You see him actually starting to stand up again. What do you do?
Oh, I just lay on the ground because they probably can't see me.
Dead goblin.
Okay. Well, this one's, let's see. So why don't you roll a stealth again?
Me?
Nope,
Work
this is Bingo. Oh, wow, of course, that's amazing. So even though you fell and were unstealthy, you crit stealth laying on the ground. So I don't know how, but as soon as you know that you're drawing attention, you lay on the ground and you kind of roll in such a way that the dry, dusty, muddy ground covers you in the night, and you look like just another bump in the bumpy fort. And the rest of you, who are hiding around the statue in various ways, you see a groggy-looking Gygan who is up on that, whatever you call it, parapet type of thing. And he looks over and looks down. You hear him grumble something under his breath. He looks over at this drunken Gygan. They kind of do like this like shrug look at each other. And he, shrugs and goes back and disappears.
Okay, so I'm in stealth.
Everyone's stealth right now.
Okay.
Bingo's
Yeah,
on the ground in stealth.
I'm silent like the wind. Like when you
We
walk
need to
by somebody.
coordinate.
Like when you walk by somebody and let out a small little toot and they don't hear it.
We need to coordinate taking down these freaking
Okay.
I'll be on the-
ballistas and
There's a big
The
Lummox
hell
by
out.
these.
Man, this
Yeah.
is like a more annoying version.
is this the out?
Yeah, that's the main fortified gate, the front gate.
Guys, this looks scary.
Okay.
It's gonna be out of the
I'm gonna
north.
need you, Hortus, to
Yes.
run up to the ballista that's to our south
Yes.
and look at me, and I'm gonna do a 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
and then we're going to smash the shit out of it.
Even though there's guys by them?
Yeah, you're gonna run afterwards.
Oh, that's great, because I can run really fast for being a turtle.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You must have heard about the time I beat this rabbit folk in a race.
Yep. Exactly. That's
It
what I
was
was
a
thinking
grand,
about.
it was a grand old event.
I'm sure it was.
he said
Anyways,
he tore his ACL. I think he
One,
tore his
2,
pride.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sometimes I give in too much to the story. I don't have friends.
Yeah. We know.
Okay,
We've
so
been together for a long time now.
we know what you two are doing. I see the Reckoner going up by Sisk, and then Bingo, are you hanging out by Hortus?
I don't know.
You can
Bingo
hang
just
out with
laying
me,
on
it's
the
okay.
ground covered in mud.
I'll pick them up. Do you want to ride my shell?
Yes.
Boys for
Yeah.
my
I knew a halfling that used to ride on my shell, and I'd throw them at people, and they die.
You are 10 feet away from a sleeping Gygan.
Oh, that guy's big.
Okay.
I wonder what
Just-
happened if I took my
I'm
axe to his
going to-
groin.
Put my fingers up. 1, 2, 3.
Should we set this on fire?
We're gonna smash.
I'm gonna, I'd smash it and also catch it on fire.
Do anything you can to it.
Well, luckily I brought this sword with me.
Mostly gonna aim at the ropes and stuff.
Okay. So you want to just break it, or
Yep.
okay. I need athletics checks from Sisk, and unless you're all working together, then everyone can give me athletics check.
Well, I'll give it a shot.
I'll take that.
Oh my gosh, you will.
Wait,
Yes!
Wow.
Look at these hot rolls.
Okay.
It's like a,
Straight out the oven, hot rolls.
like a boring
So-
version of Italy.
You use various methods to just attack the catapults.
Oh my God.
And you hear
I would say focusing on like the string areas to just like quietly as much as possible disable them to just hack that area off and make them unusable.
I'm just hitting up the great sword.
yeah, okay, so if the Reckoner's just hitting it with a greatsword, even though Sisk is trying to be quiet, if you want to try to be quiet, Sisk, you can give a sleight of hand, but you have disadvantage with your Reckoner just slashing. Yeah.
Yep, that works.
Okay, so
That makes sense.
you all think that just cutting the
Even do
ropes.
disadvantage.
You all think that cutting the ropes is going to cut it, and so you cut the ropes, you slash the ropes with the swords, and you feel like at first, for that first half a second, that it was quiet and stealthy and that these catapults are disabled. But very quickly, you see the rope kind of winding and spinning around the coils, and then boom, the catapult like launches all the way and like falls face first on the other side, and it is the loudest thing that you've heard within like 10 feet of you in a long time. You've been quiet all day in that thing, and this was, and then they were not quite coordinated, so it was like whoop boom, and you hear all manner of commotion start to erupt.
No, you don't. You stay there.
As there is an alarm that is raised, Gygans start to wake up and show up, but more than that, you see the statue itself of Sidon start to rumble and shake.
Awesome.
You see little statues, and sorry, these were supposed to be visible when you came out, but they weren't. But you see these littler statues that are all carved in the, I think I could show you. Yeah, carved in that Gygan kind of way.
They got Although they have heads, probably. I think.
Yeah, they probably do. I just was lazy and didn't choose the right one. But anyway, they're all around this thing, and they all start to animate.
Well, that's a good backup plan in case we
I
fail.
hope these guys are here to help us.
Beat up the turret.
So let's
We're in
see
a bit
here.
of a sticky wicket.
So we are
That's
going
something for
to
shit sandwich.
Front door's that way, guys.
roll
Well,
initiative.
that's good.
Roll initiative!
Okay, Cat, you need to do
Saw that one
something.
coming.
Thanks.
Man, what kind of voice is that for a turtle?
It's a voice. I'm role playing as a total barbarian. That's a little passive aggressive.
You sound like a more annoying version of Bentley.
Hey, you know what? That's fine.
You sound like a.
All right, Reckoner, I need you to roll initiative.
Where's the initiative button?
It's on your character sheet under initiative.
Yeah, I'm looking for.
Top right, click the word initiative.
Oh, okay, I'm really.
There we go. You're not
Yeah.
really dumb. Okay. This thing starts to move towards you, Hortus. And it's got some fun things, but mainly
Are they attacking Hortus?
they are.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yes, so these statues just start to animate towards you, and this one tries to do this feature, whatever this is. The tries to hit you with its body and misses. Hortus
That's
dodges,
right. Suck it.
and you happen to be next, coincidentally.
All right, so I get really ticked off and I enter rage.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was a nice little quaint sound effect.
And then I turn to this guy and I say, "You're fucking toast, bitch."
Recklessly attacking. Sea Storm Aura is also activated.
I'm just
blah,
gonna
blah,
turn
blah,
up the
blah.
daylight so we can see better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I'm bringing the heat. Bringing that shit.
Ooh, you gain 10 feet aura effect when you start your rage, and a bonus action on each of your turns. When activated, one creature of your choice in your aura takes lightning damage.
I'm targeting this piece of shit in front of me.
Did you just step on him?
He
Oh,
did.
sorry. He's right there. Okay, so yeah, this one. The one that
Okay.
hit. Totally him.
So Dex save.
Versus 2d6 lightning damage.
He fails. So
Suck it!
yeah, he go ahead and roll the 2d6. Lightning. There we go. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a little lackluster, but that's okay. Alright, now
So-
attack it twice with advantage.
Okay.
Wow, Jesus, okay.
That was just a lucky miss. Haha, fuck it.
All right. So with the bolt of lightning and a couple of attacks, this thing crumbles to dust.
And Hortus looks to the naysayers and says,
You can't do this shit, bitches.
All right. Bingo, you see these creatures start to move towards you, and the statue, even the large Sidon statue is animated, as well as this drunken Gygan coming around your other side. What do you do?
What? The large one's alive too?
Yes.
Why did it? This is why you shouldn't have made a statue. This is your fault.
This well, we're gonna cast a wall of fire. Let's see. That
sounds
no,
hot.
that didn't do it.
It didn't do it.
Standard roll. Yep, that level cast.
Okay, you could create a wall of fire up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high. Each creature within its area must make a dex save. Otherwise, they take 5d8 fire or half.
Yeah,
And then you
like,
choose
the
one
best-
side that's like still damaging to folks.
Yeah, it's gonna be the side facing the big one and this little one. Where's the little
Can you, yeah, if you do the ray, you can make a wall, the little arrow icon. Oh, you want it like that?
It's 60 feet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then yeah, get it going.
That's
that
freaking
way.
huge.
Yeah.
We're gonna light this place up.
That's all you need
Yeah.
to do.
So
Oh,
wait,
you need
which
to-
way are you going, Bingo?
Stop
I don't
drawing.
know.
Just stop drawing.
Yeah, stop drawing and tell me which drawing to trust.
Well, I did not realize how big 60 feet was.
Yes. So if you use the ruler, I mean, if you're trying, yeah, that's a good spot. You want to do that?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. 60 feet.
Yeah, set it
So,
on fire.
That says 62 feet.
oh, does it?
Well, it's close
That
enough.
works.
20 feet high. Okay, so any creature in the area, dex save, and then you choose a side of the wall that still does damage if a creature ends their turn within 10 feet of that side. So you want to do the top side or the bottom side?
Ooh, that's some spicy stuff.
Top side.
Top side. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and roll your 5d8 while I give these guys a dex. That's a DC 15.
Is that just the damage button?
Nope. Maybe. Did it actually have it in the chat? Oh yeah, you could probably do damage fast. Sure.
5d8. 25.
So DC 15. So side on statue failed, and this guy, I don't know which one he is. Grr. There we go. Is it this one? Oh no, it's not. Anyway, one of them fails. So, what'd you say? 5d8 was what?
25.
25. So, Sidon is a minus 25. Oops.
Whoa,
I don't
Jesus.
know. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Wow.
I don't know anything about these statues, but that is fire, so I would check the resistances.
Gotcha.
Not to make our lives completely difficult.
Okay, minus 25. His resistance is damage, immunities. What would that be?
Fire.
Yeah. Someone's. Yeah, they're susceptible.
Nice.
Let me just
And that
check.
burn
Oh,
our
there is
feet down to get out,
The little
too?
statues are resistant to fire, believe it or not.
That's half.
What?
So he's just a minus 12. Okay, then what was your question?
Can that burn the front gate down so we can get out by the time we get there?
Oh, maybe it's the edge of it. It is wood. Let me just roll a d20. I think the likelihood of it. What do you guys think the likelihood of it catching fire?
20.
I mean, it's a wall of fire, so it's gonna be burning for a while.
Yeah, but it's not burnable, you know.
I mean, wood is burnable.
Wood
sure.
is burnable, but my d20 was a 4, so it's gonna take a bit for it to catch. Okay, Reckoner.
Okay, can I say that once combat started, I just ignited my sword?
Once what?
Combat started, I ignited my sword.
Sure. Is that an ability you have?
I have a flame tongue sword.
Cool. Yeah.
So it's just like, well, time to light some people up. Yeah, flame tongue, great sword. Flame tongue, great sword.
All right. So you whip out your sword. You spark it as it's coated in oil. It lights a flame, and you attack. Who?
Is that him? Was
Oh,
he there?
I don't know
Is
that
he
you
not there?
targeted him. Oh, he's there.
Okay, maybe it didn't work.
Yeah, I don't think the target will work, but he takes 9 damage. Wait, the 2d6
Well,
plus 4, and then what's that other formula?
That's the fire damage.
Gotcha. Okay,
Okay.
oops. Oh no.
Nope.
Stupid guy again. Hold on.
You must
68.
burn. You must burn.
So he
So I
is-
can attack.
Hold on. Let me get him -9 and -3. All right.
And I can attack one more time.
Okay. Can you? Sure.
Yeah, I'm a fighter, right? Two
Yeah,
attacks.
yeah.
Yep.
Crit.
There you go.
Now you targeted
So
him.
I hit that formula twice then. So that's 15, 30,
Okay.
30. So that's
You got it.
like 29 points of damage.
Great.
Smacking into him.
Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Good,
This
good,
was a bet.
good.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll make your commander angry.
This one can get over to. Oh yeah, these guys have a good speed. This one gets over to the other side of Bingo here, and targets you with a. These guys are interesting. These guys are interesting. Okay. Hits you with a life drain. So it's a bunch of necrotic damage. You took damage. Your concentration's being tested.
Yikes.
Yada yada. You succeeded on the con save though. So let me just check on what it is real quick. So it's basically the Spectre feature. So you succeeded, or your hit point maximum is reduced by an amount. So this is where like your hit point maximum could be challenged if you failed that con save. But you succeeded on the con save, so your hit point maximum is fine. But you did take some damage. Not much, did you? Huh? Oh, you must be resistant to something.
Yep.
Damn it, Bingo. All right. We have the Sisk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change your
About
name in the
this.
token. There we go.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna start out. Why is my? Oh, there it is. I hit him with a quarterstaff.
Really?
Badly injured. We're gonna do a flurry of blows. Wah, wah, wah. For the first one.
Do you have to hit on the first one to continue?
No, I have to hit on the first hit to do a
Oh,
flurry
gotcha.
of blows.
Gotcha.
Does 17 hit that guy?
It does not.
Oh, damn. All right. And on the order staff, I'm gonna use it one more time.
Should I take a drink break?
And yup.
Are you done?
And so no, come on, dude.
I was gonna
No,
say, are you
Jesus.
done yet,
We're-
Steve?
We're halfway here. We're gonna do a stunning strike. DC 12 save.
Okay. Con?
Yeah,
Oh, you got a 12.
perfect. Well, he saves.
Okay.
So yeah, that was my quick turn.
Okay, Steve. Thanks. Inside joke, guys. Bingo, you happen to be too close, so this guy comes after you, and he tries to grab you with his various arms.
Can't walk over the ballista.
Oh, he can't.
Catapult?
He's a giant. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that, and you kind of.
Plus, this thing is flipped over because you cut the ropes that was holding it, so
It
it's.
flipped over and just kind of like crashed to the ground.
So then he.
Because if it's flipped over, then he's gotta walk through some shit.
He tries to spear you one more time. Oh man, he didn't hit you with none of that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's drunk too.
All target.
I didn't even give him disadvantage, but he didn't need it. All right, this one pops over to you guys. Easily runs right at you. Targets Sisk with a life drain. Misses. This one as well targets you, Reckoner. I know you don't really have a life, but it's gonna life drain you. Misses. Come on, gents. All right.
Seems right.
Yeah. This one can make it to you as well. They got a good high speed movement. Life drain, a miss again. Yes, it does seem right with the Reckoner. Okay. All right. Okay. This guy decides to use this breath action, and it targets You see this like his mouth open up, and out of it comes a large, like poison kind of effect. I think I need you. Oh, did it work?
Like it worked.
Looks like it worked.
What was that?
So
no.
y'all failed. So did the statues, but I will tell you what that was. There's a paralyzing gas and a 30-foot cone. Each creature is a Constitution save, and you become paralyzed.
A 19 fail. That sucks.
Yeah, it was a DC 20.
Jesus.
Well, and in fact, actually, let me double check that because in the written one it says DC 18, so I think it might actually be wrong. And yep, it's set up wrong, so it's actually an 18. So whoever rolled a 19, Hortus,
Yes.
you are unaffected.
And people were making fun of me earlier. My gas is worse than this.
I don't know what other effect you have on you, Hortus. But anyway,
Rage.
Frenzy. Yeah.
friends. Well, what's the other one? The little.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, it just says new effect. Okay, but yes, you are not paralyzed, Hortus. The rest of you are. And
So that'll break concentration, right?
I think so.
Yes, it will. Yeah.
Yep. So paralyzed. I will make this. I think is that public? No. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I saw it.
So you're incapacitated, can't move or speak. You automatically fail strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Any attack that hits is critical hit if you're within 5 feet. So yes, this thing suddenly, even though you know that it was not equipped with any kind of mechanism for such a breath weapon, it nonetheless had it. He needs to make a save for the firewall, right?
Yeah.
He's ending his turn
He
there.
does. Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah.
Yep. So what's the
Oh, it's up there.
That's all right. I'll find it in your. It is a DC. Oh, it's your 15 with
15
Yep.
dex.
Dex. Yeah. He got a 13. He fails. So
Haha.
he takes another 5d8.
Go 5d8.
Yeah.
A new one?
Oh, it increases by 1d8. What level did you cast that? 4th level? So
4th level.
oh, it's above 4th. So just 5d8. So yep, roll a 5d8. Really? Damn.
Wildfire. Wildfire.
Yeah. And then the wall dissipates.
Does it?
I'm paralyzed.
Oh, because
Well,
you were
I
concentrating.
don't think paralysis
Oh.
gets rid of concentration.
Yeah, it's like it didn't paralyze your
You
mind.
just can't move and do stuff. You can still mentally focus on it. You just can't move. You can't physically act.
Yeah, I don't
right.
think it said that. Yeah.
I don't think, it,
I like
I don't
that.
think it gets rid of the wall of fire.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Incapacitated. Check incapacitated.
Okay.
Paralyzed.
Incapacitated. You can't take actions or reactions.
There we go.
Thank fucking goodness.
Oh, it does say the spellcasting rules in Chapter 10 provide that being incapacitated does break concentration.
That's some bull.
That makes no. It makes sense.
That makes sense.
You just made that up.
No, it's in D&D Beyond. I googled
He's
it.
he's a liar.
I see an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. That's it.
I have to expand that. Must include all rules. All right, we've got this Gygan up here. He is not drunk. He attacks Sisk with his grapple. Tries to grab you, misses. Tries to jab you with his spear, misses. Tries to check a javelin at you, misses. Frickin' monks.
Did he chucked a javelin at me?
He tried.
He tried to chuck a javelin at me?
Yeah, he's got like 6 arms, dude. He's got 2 shields and 2 other arms for
No,
other shit.
it's gotta hit me. Never mind.
Why?
Nothing.
Okay, well, he's done. This guy over here targets Hortus with his life drain. Misses. And Hortus, you are up. You just saw everyone around you suddenly get very still and paralyzed as you...
Oh, jeez. I
tuck-
wasn't trained for this.
You tucked into your shell and avoided the paralyzing breath.
Well, I have swallowed it whole, and my body has said, give me more. All right, let's do an attack on this dingus over here to my right.
Bitch. I got a couple. All right. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So that, that does roll its advantage.
Great. Okay, and I'm gonna do that shit again.
All right. It
Oh,
did.
he needs to make the save versus my sea thing.
Special aura.
Okay, that's a Dex 14.
Yes, it is.
What just happened? That was weird. Well, he got a 19. I don't know why it did some weird plus minus 100 thing.
He takes 3 damage.
Oh, even though he succeeded?
Yep, still takes half. Half of 7 rounded down is 3.
Got it. Okay, what's next?
Oh, and he's still alive. Okay, not no more. Haha.
You're right. He did.
And then, so I can take the hits from the goblin, I'm gonna move right up here.
Okay.
When I say 4 arms, you look weak.
Please kill him.
Bingo.
Kill who? The one killing shit? Me? No.
Alright. It's just like, somehow you made a Warforged thing great.
How do you break paralysis?
Do a save or something? Or are you use an action to
Let's
break it?
see. You automatically tackles and attacks. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can. Let's find out together. 5e, end paralysis. How to end paralysis. Let's see. I don't know, man. I think you have to get hit or something.
I think I'm done because I cannot do anything.
Yeah, I don't think. I think you literally are paralyzed.
Yep. All my stuff are actions, reactions.
Well, I'm glad I don't have any lungs.
Yep, you can't move or speak. Yeah, you can't take actions or reactions. You are paralyzed. Okay, Reckoner. He was ready for that flame tongue greatsword, except he forgot to target.
Damn it.
It's alright. 19 does hit, so I will apply damage, maybe? Apply that damage. I'll apply it twice, because it's the same damage. Okay. Oh, he did.
Okay.
You slashed right through with your hot, flaming tongue of a sword. Oh, before you move, I will let you know that you see the rustling of tents over here, and several creatures come out of their tents.
Well, they're on their own. They knew what they signed up for. They did what they said. Yep. Okay. Was that their initiative?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna hit one of them then. Still got one action left. I mean, one hit left.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
You ran up to this giant of a creature, and basically slashed at his calf.
I'm not afraid to die.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I doubt I'm gonna get killed very easily. I doubt. Okay.
All right. This one is going to life drain Hortus and miss. And we got Siskup. You are surrounded by some statues, as well as seeing a large giant come out of a tent, as well as a minotaur come out of the tent nearby.
I don't think he's there.
You don't think who's there? Bob? Oh.
Where did Bob go?
Yeah. And he's like,
I'll be a step ahead.
Are you still drawing on my map here, buddy?
Yeah, I went to move and I still have the drawer selected.
Ah, chill down.
yeah, you can delete it.
Okay, Bob's gonna come next. We got this Gygan who's going to go after Hortus. And he's drunk, so he's a little bit disabled, but he tries to grapple you. He hits with a disadvantaged grapple, so he stumbles over to you, manages to get a hold of you, and in a drunken state tries to use his other hands to hit you. Manages to get a good hit, and tries again with another spear attack, and hits. Those are all with... Oh, maybe once he has you grappled, I see. Okay, so he does get a couple of hits on you. You are grappled by this very large Gygan warrior. Where are we at? We are at this one, who's going to target Sisk with a life drain. And hits! Uh-oh. Let's see. That is a success, so his HP doesn't go down. Bob will be happy to hear that. This one does the same, though. Misses. This one also critically succeeds on a life drain for 20 necrotic damage. He fails the save. Let me just check that again. So if he fails... his maximum hit point is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taking, and since that was a crit, that was 20. 20, Bob. So, Bob, here's what I'll do. Let me just take down... You're at 73 minus 20 is 53. But, we skipped your turn, so these guys hadn't all gone. So, if you want to take your turn... I mean, you know what's going to happen, so that's a little meta, but that's fine. So what do you want to do?
I'm coming over here to Big Bad Ugly Guy.
Okay.
You don't see them, do you?
Yeah, there's 3 statues that were surrounding you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll waste a key point to disengage.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm coming over to Big Bad Ugly Guy, and we're going to hit him with the quarterstaff.
It's a hit.
Hits. Another key point to... That's so many things.
I know.
What's it called? Stunning Strike. I just gotta find it. DC 12.
What does that mean?
He's gotta roll a DC 12 Constitution.
He succeeds.
Cool. I'm gonna hit him again. Miss. And then I'm gonna use a key point for Thunder Wave.
Oh gosh. Wow.
Alright. Is there a third
Who
one
did
in
you?
there?
Yeah. Who did you kill over there?
He did.
I
Oh.
have no idea.
No, that's a chest.
I killed the chest!
You
Oh
killed-
no!
You killed the mimic.
We're not gonna get loot.
Well, we are literally 500 years in the past. You just
See,
Okay, but
failed.
the big one succeeded. The Minotaur did fail.
He gets knocked prone and pushed 10 or 20 feet away.
Okay. So there are some like rocks over here. He gets thrown against the rocks. So that Gygan statue did life drain you.
Okay.
And now we're back at this thing. What is its speed? It's probably just gonna move this way. Targets Bingo here. And
Ooh.
Bingo, you're gonna get slammed. This thing just starts to, animate and move its arms and just tries to just basically crush you, and hits, and does it again with a critical hit at 67 freaking hit points. Wow. Yeah.
Wow, you've only did like 2 things with that goblin.
Wowzers. So, I mean, but you're not like instant kill. So, but this thing just
I'm not
pounds
paralyzed anymore.
Yeah, this thing pounds you into the ground. Sure, you're not you are so positive. You're not paralyzed.
Replay, so you wanted the statue, and the statue's gonna kill you.
There's a divot in the ground from its pounding fists. And you find yourself unparalyzed, and yet you look up at the dark sky. You see the constellations that we've been discussing throughout the campaign, and your consciousness fades. This guy, it's kind of creepy how the music went into all like weirdo for a second there. Let's see. This guy's got some things. Oops. He's got... So he first comes out and targets the Reckoner, and he pounds you with a hammer. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't targeting Bingo anymore. So the first one misses. You dodge this hammer. The second one comes pounding down and hits you for 18 damage. Is that fire damage? Wow.
No, the fire damage does not hurt me. The fire damage.
Why not?
Aren't I resistant to fire? Or am I thinking of something else?
You are... I don't see it in your character sheet.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of something else. Okay. Oh, no, it's just poison. Never mind. It's just poison.
Yep, poison makes sense. Alright, back over to Hortus, our friend over there who is grappled. There's currently a Gygan with 4 of his 6 arms surrounding your giant shell, giving you a nice...
That's okay, because he's going to be taking some damage at the start of the turn. He's got to make a reflex save, which I think he might have disadvantage on because he's grappling.
Reflex save?
I mean, dexterity save. I'm thinking Pathfinder. I play too many games.
Oh man, this guy's stats are messed up. But anyway, he rolled a 2.
Messed up bad because he sucks.
He rolled a 2.
That's right, that's my lightning.
Oh shoot, he's paralyzed too. What am I doing?
You're playing wrong.
I was, so...
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
But since he is paralyzed from the breath, how long does that last? That's like a minute, I think.
Yeah, so he's gonna die.
But he wouldn't have grappled you.
Cool.
And you'd be free. Free from the grapple.
Awesome. Okay. Well, now it's time to unleash my fury
Hold
on
on,
him.
I can't get rid of that grapple. Let me get rid of it. Ah, the key is embedded in the collection. It literally says it's embedded in the collection. I think that's an error. So anyway, that might give you disadvantage. So we'll have to like roll twice or something. Did it give you disadvantage? No, it gave you advantage.
Nope.
Great. That makes sense because you're within 5 feet of a paralyzed person.
And I get to add another D12 because I have brutal critical.
Do it.
Nice.
Kill him.
You may
Another
not like my
A.
voice, but I can deal some damage.
All right. Anything
So
else,
nobody knows
Hortus?
what a turtle sounds like. So
No, it does not. No, it
Put
does
that
not.
in your basket.
No, it does-
You still got more attacks?
No, I just have 2, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I thought
Just
you.
the 2 attacks.
Oh,
but
one.
that's it.
The bonus was from the crit.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Good work, team. We are on this Minotaur who spends half of his speed standing up. He then. He's got. Okay. He stands up, moves a little bit forward, and targets you, Sisk, with a spear attack.
Is that melee or thrown?
Thrown.
Thrown?
Yeah, why?
Did it hit me?
No?
Okay.
Misses the Reckoner as well, and then he moves forward, and so he's throwing these spears as he's running at you. He then just kind of pulverizes you with his unarmed hit. Let me just double check his multi-attack. Yep, he gets one more. Yay. So he's going to try to get you again with his body. He does finally hit you. He kind of slams into you, shoulder checks you for some bludgeoning damage. Alrighty. Bingo!
Oh,
Magically come back to life. No?
No, you need a death save. Oh wait, you're magically okay. You're fine. Reckoner. I love how I invite Mike to the game, change his character right away, kill him, and don't let him play.
I mean, you killed him on the first round as well. Like, when you invited him to the game, you immediately killed him.
I love you, Mike. I don't know what this
see a
unconscious.
I just like that none of us are healers.
Nobody wants to play a healer, huh, Solano Dale?
Somebody played a cleric.
Unappreciated.
yeah, I'm going to use my...
Yeah,
Okay,
Mike, you're a
thank-
cleric with a bunch of
This
fire spells.
Cleric has no healing spell.
I am just
So you just keep hacking away at the giant.
yeah. Okay.
Still love the fact that Mike immediately, while we were looking at inventory stuff, was like, "Hey, is there
Yes.
anything that protects me from dying?"
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm done.
Alrighty.
I just wanted to parachute in here. You guys wanted to make a statue.
This
This is
one
what
does
happens.
try to use its life drain on Hortus and hits. Oh no, Hortus. Is he going to take the 13 permanent hit to his XP? No, he won't. Saves your XP. What's going on now? Let's see.
That's right. Don't fuck with the shell.
Oh no. Okay, there we go. Sisk is
Yep.
up.
Me? No.
Misses. Is it still
It's
hiding?
another-
Does it still say unknown creature for y'all?
Yep.
Good. Just making sure stuff's working.
God, so many things. Where is it? Stunning strike. DC 12 con save.
Oh, yes. I know what you're trying to do. Oh, no, he failed.
Yes!
Yeah.
He is stunned, if you'd like to add that to him.
I'm
Punch him in
looking
the
for
dick.
it.
Punch him in the dick.
What?
That's how you stun him. That's how you stun him.
I don't even
Punch him
see.
in the stones.
Isn't stunned
Yeah.
condition like... Oh, there it is.
Sisk, just nails him in the knee, and he just, it reverberates through his body. And he's just in paralyzed condition. And I'm going to use one more key point to punch him in the dick, and punch him in the dick.
Ouch! Okay,
It's advantage, right? So, I mean, it's
it is.
got to be where it's going.
Okay, anything else?
No. I got to get rid of those key points, though. I'm down to very few.
All right, this guy goes after Hortus once again, but he. Oh wait, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have any actions. He is still
He's paralyzed.
Yep, he's just stuck there. These guys are not. This one comes over to Reckoner and tries to life drain him, which misses. Oops. This one comes over to Sisk with its life drain feature. Hits, and will you take 12 permanent damage? No, you will not. You are safe from your XP damage in a one-shot. Lastly, this one does the life drain as well and misses. And we are all the way back around to Big Daddy-O. After his successful pounding of Bingo, he turns his attention to Hortus and slams his huge fist down for some damage. You must have a hard shell. And he reaches around with his other elbow, does a body, does a...
Gives a good old reach around to Hortus.
Are each of those attacks being taken half because I'm raging?
Oh, is that... well, one of them...
I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing while raging.
Yep, so there's bludgeoning and narcotic damage, so it does look like it did some math. So it was originally 15, you only took 10, and the second one was 25 and you took 16. But since there's two type of damage, I'm assuming the math is
yes.
Right. Alrighty. Complex math I don't want to do. Think the computers. This one who is stunned, he can't do anything, can he?
Nope.
No, not ever stunned.
Incapacitated, can't move, automatically fails. Everything has advantage of him. He can't take actions or reactions. Fuck stunned. It's alright. Hortus!
Alright, time to do some justice. You need to make me a dexterity saving throw, you six-armed sack of shit.
The alive six-armed sack of shit?
Yeah, the one that's near death that I hope he
Wouldn't
fails
he
so I can
automatically
just kill
fail?
him.
No, I think he automatically fails because he's paralyzed, right?
Yes!
Paralyzed.
What? That's some bullshit.
I mean, don't you have advantage too?
No, it's just the aura ability, so it's just the static 2d6.
So he takes 2 damage?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut it there, Hortus.
That's fine.
Yeah, this is the most annoying turtle barbarian I've ever thought. That's
Man, you don't watch what you say, or Hortus will not watch your back.
Yeah, you don't get around turtle barbarians very often, do you?
no, it's like I don't imagine him like that. I don't imagine.
2 birds with 1 axe.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
Hortus slashes him the first enemy. It's like, well, I guess that's your match, bitch. Turns around and slashes the other way, and he says,
No one else is gonna get stoned today, you dingus.
ends his fucking glorious turn. Y'all just jealous you ain't a turtle. Turtle in a full shell.
Alright, it's in a full shell. A full shell?
Full shell because he's not
Full
a
shell.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's got a full shell.
Right. We don't want to get the strike.
Okay, so this guy, he runs at you, Sisk, with his unarmed attack, misses. He comes at you again, kind of falls through you with his crit miss, but he turns his attention, uses his momentum, targeting Reckoner behind you with a spear attack. As he grabs his spear, he hits. Oh no, he misses. And then he badly misses, losing his spear. And he's got this fun feature where he gets to speed of the eagle, disengage basically at his will. Can use a bonus action to dash or disengage on each of his turns. So he starts running. Let's see, he already moved. Okay, so he can go to there. Not very far. Bingo! You need to make death save. Okay,
Oh.
okay.
That's my turn.
Well,
Reckoner.
well, I guess I get an advantage on this attack considering he's paralyzed.
Yep.
Oh, you sure
Okay.
do.
It should automatically do it though.
Okay, so I'll hit him with the sword.
That's advantage. That hits. Your sword flies through the air, doing an extra flame damage.
Okay, it doesn't add the flame damage for some reason.
That's fine, I just did it.
Okay.
And another hit for another fire damage. So he's hurting now. You see this giant, even though he's paralyzed, you see just the sheer weight of his upper torso can't be held up due to the slashing of his legs, and he falls a little bit, coming closer to your sharp weapons. Anything
Damn.
else?
Nope, I'm literally a walking tank. It is hard to kill me.
I would say you see fear in his eyes, but you really don't. You see this kind of darkness in his eyes. He looks like he's not reacting at all, even though you could tell he is very close to death. Sisk up.
And a glowing thing coming off of his forehead.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
Damn.
Punch him in the face. Punch him in the.
I'm going to like jump up and slam my quarterstaff into his face.
You're so badass. You hit.
Oh man.
You got any other
All
tricks?
right. We're gonna do a fury of blows
Okay.
and another fury of blows,
Okay.
Oh.
and then I'm gonna hit him one more time, and we're gonna do a stunning strike.
This guy can take a lot.
He's got a save on a Constitution 12.
Well, he
Which
fails. He fails
As
everything.
stunned. Yep.
He already fails. How many key points did you have?
I think I've got
What's
one left.
the
I've gotta
damage
go
on your
back to
last
it.
stunning strike?
Stunning strike doesn't do damage. Just stuns him.
Oh, he's already stunned.
Yep. Well, he's stunned until the next round now.
Well, great. Well, you weren't able to kill him. Ha ha ha.
Nope.
All right, this guy's gonna try to life drain you. Misses. This guy's gonna try. Everyone's gonna try to life drain you. Misses. This one
And
just.
I'm doing like handstands and like freaking kick flips,
Sure, and it's not
dancing
just.
around these guys.
They're not just trying to hurt you with their bodies. You feel this emanating dark energy just coming from them.
I can tell where that energy's growing, and I'm gonna jump right over it.
Okay. Oh yeah. This guy, he turns this way to
He takes a
yell.
robot.
Opportunity attack.
Go
There you
ahead.
go.
Do it. Hit him with that
Turtle's like,
turtle red.
wait, let me just check to make sure he's still vulnerable to those things. Features, opportunity. Oh no, he's a pretty simple being. Okay, you're good.
It says my controlled actor does not have an item in Great Axe +2. Yes, I do.
Is it equipped?
Yes, it is. Since I've been attacking this whole game.
And it just showed up with an arrow? Oh, because you have to be within 5 feet of him. Let me move him closer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
I
Okay,
know.
now
Crazy features in this game,
Close to
right?
you.
Wow, that sucked some ass.
Yeah, isn't that a crazy feature?
Yeah, that.
Because it
Actually-
measures distance. That's maddening. All right. So you go to reach after him. Surprisingly, despite the sheer size of him, he does move pretty well. And he targets. I think he's going to target the Reckoner this time. And he uses his double slam and critically hits the Reckoner for 50 damage. He swings around with his knee and hits him again. Wow, with 2 hits, the Reckoner just crushes into the ground in pieces.
I blame the group. You wanted the statue.
I blame the
This thing
group.
kills us
He
so
doesn't
bad.
take responsibility for shit,
I
y'all.
never. No, I really did not want the statue. You guys wanted the statue.
Well, you're dead. You can't talk. Okay. This guy's up. He targets Sisk over here with his hammer and misses. Oh wait, he's paralyzed. He can't hit you at all. What am I doing?
That's good.
Yeah. That's good. Hortus, you're over there with a bunch of dead things.
Time to get moving. All right, so I got 50 foot of land speed. Run up here to this dingus, and I'm gonna give him a reckoning.
So just to be clear, you leave your dead goblin friend behind.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I don't heal. Hortus is pissed off.
I mean, you do have a
supposed to,
potion.
like-
You could force a potion down his
Use
throat,
a
but it's up to you.
potion.
But
You
then
don't
I
have
lose
to.
my- But then I lose my rage.
Oh, okay, I see.
Is he supposed to like just slam his foot on his chest and be like, "Get back to life," and run away?
It would be an action, but he would lose his rage. He's like, this is a one-shot. I don't give a shit about this little goblin.
I would.
I mean, everyone's just
I'll
been
find
talking.
out of it.
I mean, in the Hortus, everyone's been talking shit about Hortus, and I'm the one killing stuff.
I haven't talked shit about Hortus.
Yeah, go be
Oh,
the
the
goblin.
Goblin's
Just be
been
quiet,
pretty
man.
nice
It's
to
just,
Hortus.
you know, tone it down a little
been
bit.
robot. It's just been the robot. Fine, I'll heal you.
Well, yeah, it's just like,
Wait,
okay.
you have healing?
Yep.
We've
Well,
made it this far without healing, and now we need healing?
Yeah, apparently statues are our one weakness.
You heal. The goblin heals for 12 hit points.
Yes.
Yep.
Crap.
Well, at least they can say a robot killed another robot.
Anything else, Hortus? You said you lose rage?
Yes.
Do you have any other actions or no?
No, that's it.
You could do a bonus action, but yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
All right. 10, 20, 30 feet. He can just make it to you. And he
Oh,
tries to get Hortus. Misses and tries with his spear. And just misses. And hits finally with the last effort he puts in. Gives you 11 piercing damage from his spear. Bingo, you are up. You see this minotaur hovering over your body, attacking your tortoise friend.
You see the things I do for you?
Oh, you're
You
a
are
good
prone.
turtle. So I have to
That's
action to get up.
That's
Well, no,
darn
just
tootin'
half
right.
half your movement to get up. So you have 15 feet of
Half
movement if you want to
movement.
move. Yeah.
Yep, I need to get up and get away. 30.
You will provoke an
that
opportunity
way.
attack.
Nah.
You can't? Do you have a feature? It doesn't matter. He missed.
Shoot. I have a small potion, so that's probably not good. So I need to hit this thing. We need to get this out on the field. Oh. Cast it as a 5th level. Concentrating now. Do you still have a flaming sphere icon to put on the field? Oh, I get to do it.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, if you got the spell, he's got it up.
It might not, do what it's supposed to do, but maybe it will. I never know what this software. By the way, not to jinx it, but holy crap, this is running much smoother than the last few games.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
we
it's running
did.
No
Very
idea what you're
smooth.
talking about.
Yeah, I'm saying we just had a lot of glitches.
Bingo, are you running Flaming
Wow.
Spear?
Yep, running it. Yikes.
Oh, is that the?
5d6 is only 12. I believe.
Let me see.
Do you do a saving
It
throw
appears in
now or at
occupied
the...
space. Any creature ends its turn within 5 feet. As a bonus action, you can move it up to 30 feet. If you ram it into a creature, they must make a saving throw, and you can direct it over barriers, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, you can ram it into him as a bonus action.
Ram it into him as the bonus action.
Was creating it a bonus action?
It's an action.
Oh, it's an action. Okay.
Action.
Gotcha.
And the bonus action to move it.
So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC is 15, I think? Yeah.
15, yep.
So let me give him a dex save. He fails. So he takes the full 12?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. Death saving throw from the Reckoner.
Okay. Man, that thing just punched me twice.
Yeah.
Got some batteries in him.
Nope. Actually, it's very weird how you heal these things. It's very weird how you... Well, okay, I'm done.
Okay. Here, we'll do that for you. I think that will work. Maybe? I don't know. Nope, it didn't work. Anyway. Alright. Oh. Okay. Reckoner is unconscious in a pile of limp metal. Sisk over there has a couple of smaller statues, and he's got this very large Sidon statue. He's also got a giant who's incapacitated, who is now dead.
Well, just jumped up and slammed him in the face with my staff.
All right.
Watch out for
Watched
this
him
set.
fall to the ground.
Yeah. Imagine this, like, seeing... Yep.
I realized that I've been doing this all wrong, so because of that, I'm able to do an unarmed strike. Apparently misses. I'm able to use my staff again to hit that dude and do an unarmed strike. And yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's all.
Well, pray that... Don't make that statue angry.
Yeah, are you guys worried at all? This one misses you. Nobody's worried? That one misses?
I'm just worried you're going to crit with that statue.
That's a crit for him on 18 necrotic damage, and it might be permanent if he succeeded. Wow. 18 would have been a hit. Or would have been... Alright. This guy targets you, Sisk, with his giant slam attack and hits.
Wow.
Wowzers. You fall unconscious.
How strong is that thing?
I fall down yelling, "Avenge me!"
And this thing does start to move this way. The music always gets like this when someone dies. It's pretty fantastic. Hortus.
Yeah. Not a dragon. A statue's going to kill us. This statue's going to kill us.
If only there was a way to call for backup.
I think we knocked down the person who had
What do you mean call for backup?
the crystal.
Oh, I was
Unless
just
it's-
thinking out loud. Go ahead,
Who's got
Hortus.
that?
The sending stone that was in my... I'm not allowed to talk.
Oh my god.
Hortus.
Duck safe from this guy.
What's that? From this one? From the Minotaur?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, I have to rage first, so never mind. That's a bonus action. I can't do that this round. So I'll rage and attack recklessly.
Okay, he failed.
Oh, I can't do the aura ability because I have to rage first.
Gotcha.
So I'll just attack him.
I see.
That didn't roll it with advantage. I don't know why it didn't do that.
Why do you have advantage right now? Because you...
Because I'm recklessly attacking.
Gotcha. You can roll again. Yep. That one works because that one was the higher one, obviously. All right, so you're just going into a crazy turtle rage. You're like Raphael when he's pissed off at his brothers.
Is that not always?
Is it Raphael? I think so.
Yeah, he's always Raphael.
So for me,
All right, this one targets you, Turtle, with his typical unarmed strike, which misses. Another miss. He tries to use one of his hands with a spear, makes some contact, reaches around with his other spear, cuts a little bit more as you dodge and move around like a little freaking Yoda. Speaking of little freaking Yoda, bingo!
The Minotaur will have to do a saving throw for ending his turn there.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Is that Dex?
Yes.
He fails.
15. That is... It's just the original damage for that, right? So it's always 12?
Okay. I mean, I think you could roll it again if you want.
I don't think...
Yeah, no, you roll again.
Yeah, you roll
I mean,
again.
as far as I know,
There's
you
no
roll
way that
every
someone
time.
would be able to remember that.
Oh.
Like thinking
Well,
of
then-
playing at a table, they'd be like, no, just roll it. 10. Haha. Haha! You fell right into my trap. Haha.
Great.
Death save!
I'm gonna...
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, do you
Wait,
have more?
I'm not done.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was just the end of your turn.
Oh yeah, I'm so used to level 5 players.
I'm gonna take a step back and try the flame strike.
Ooh.
Let's see. We're gonna put this right here.
A vertical
this-
column of divine fire roars down from the heavens. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kill the statue.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius, dex save or take 46 damage, 46 radiant on a failed save,
Wow.
or half as much damage. So, yeah, holy shiza. Yeah, so the statue failed, and the Minotaur failed, and they took
Thanks.
a lot of damage. Shit.
Bonus action time. Gotta move the flaming sphere into the big statue.
The little one?
Yep.
All right, I'll move it over here.
Ram it into him.
So it needs a...
The damage roll.
What's a dexterity
I know.
save?
Yep.
Oh, he failed for sure. So is that 17 for Flaming Sphere?
17.
All right.
Woo! Finally got to do something.
As you're like limping in. Okay, now I need a death saving throw.
Please don't be a 1. Please. No.
Are you dead? No.
No.
Okay.
I'm 1 roll away.
All right, Sisk, I need a death saving throw. That's a fail. I know it's blind for other folks, but
Yeah, I can
Wine
literally-
for me too.
Yeah, you can see
oh, you
the
can open
X's.
your sheet. These guys
I know
start to turn and make their way this way. They got a lot of speed, so oh, that's their. I see. I see. So they start kind of coming around side on here, but they don't really. I'm gonna put him over here. Okay. So yep, they move their speed and nothing else. This one comes right at you, Mr. Bingo.
Did this one end right there?
That's expensive.
Oh, he sure did, didn't he? That's the deck save.
Yep.
He saves. Six.
John, a new damage?
It's up to you. You want 5 or I'll do 6 unless you want to roll.
6 works.
Okay.
It doesn't.
You get a slam attack. Oh no!
Oh, you get a 1.
No, so he goes to slam, and because he's been slamming so much, you just see the
Wait,
bronze. What?
Can he walk through the cylinder of fire?
No, that was where you did the pillar thing, remember?
Right.
Yeah, can he walk through it?
Let me check. What'd you call
How
that?
long does it
Flame?
last?
It's not
How
a.
long does-
What was the spell?
Flame strike.
Was it Flame Strike? A creature takes
It's
40.
instantaneous.
Yeah, so
Um,
that's what the flame strike was. I don't think it's there anymore.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh.
Yep, that's it. Instantaneous. Sorry, friend. But he did fail his first slam strike, so his
Been slamming too much.
he's been slamming too much. Yeah, he's been doing the wank too much. So he I think it would be logical if his bronze was just so bent and broken from slamming that he loses the multi-attack, only has one left. So he slams again. He gets it this time because he still has his other, and misses. That wasn't a crit fail. Don't listen to the sound effect. Hortus, your
So
bingo.
his bronze thing has slammed so much that it's rendered useless.
One of his arms, yes.
Oh, his arms. Got it. All right. I just wanted to clarify.
Sure, we are all adults.
Hortus.
Statue needs to make the dex save as he gets shot by lightning in the gonads.
9. 9?
Yep.
That's a fail.
9.
I'm pretty
And then
sure.
I'm going. Yeah, he needs a 14.
Yep.
Recklessly attack.
Oh, was the
And-
5 lightning damage?
Yeah.
Got it.
Did the big
Oops.
statue end within 5 feet of the flaming sphere?
You're right, he did.
All right. So the first attack hit.
Uh-huh. How much does he take, Mike?
Did he
Yeah.
save?
He did.
13.
All
Nice.
right. And good
That's
job,
it.
Hortus. Flaming Sphere, I believe. That did not apply. No, that's Bingo's Flaming Sphere. Sorry. Your Great Axe did apply. Excellent.
That statue sure does take a lot of damage.
Anything else from Hortus?
No, I think that's it. Give him a good smack-a-doodle-doo.
All right, Bingo.
I do not know. We need. How much is this worth? 8d6 compared to 5d8.
What are you doing?
We're going to cast a fireball. This goblin is full of fire.
He was a
What a
cleric.
great cleric.
Yeah, doesn't have a single. He's like, let's destruct.
That's a fire cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pyro
This
cleric.
is-
Yeah, you want to place it right on him?
Well, I'm trying to place it to where it doesn't hit us, but hits everybody else.
Good luck.
It doesn't look like that's targeting us right there, so that might be safe.
Wowzers. Yeah. Good work. A very skilled placement.
Bonus action, need to move the flaming sphere between these two.
Yep.
That doesn't count as ramming it in them, though, does it?
Moving it and ramming it, I think, are two different things, yeah. Bob would know.
You can move it up to, what is it, 60 feet or 40 feet?
I don't think that's gonna hit either of you. I don't think.
But is moving it a bonus action?
Yeah, moving is a bonus action, but you can move it in one line up to 40 to 60 feet.
But
so,
then he can't slam it in addition to moving it.
No.
well, I
Ramming
mean,
it has to be.
that is part of the moving. So if he went like here
Uh-huh.
ish, like right in
Well,
between
this
them,
is what
it would. Right. If he rammed it right on the side of that guy, because you can go at a straight line,
Yeah.
it would stop right there. Wherever it stops, it stops. So if he
yep,
rams it into
let me
the
do a dex
side,
save. That's fine. He failed at the 15. So how much damage does this guy take that you slammed it into? 12.
24.
Oh, he failed. That's
He
right. Yep. All right. So you blasted into these, stone pieces fly everywhere as your fireball or your flaming sphere is kind of right in front of the shield of Sidon there. Anything else, Bingo?
Sidon?
I'm
Sidon?
gonna try
It's
to
unknown creature to me.
move a little
Sidon
bit
statue.
closer to our fallen people to try to run there next time.
Speaking of, we have the third death save for Reckoner.
Oh no. Remember me. Please don't turn me to a test dummy. Please don't.
We can reboot you.
He
so-
succeeds
Oh,
with
that's so
a
close.
10.
Oh, I failed 2 times. Oh,
All right, you managed to get some wires touching and keep alive. You all notice that the camp is waking up, and there are more and more creatures with their attention drawn to the commotion.
Uh-oh.
the giant statue at least.
We need a death save from Sisk. Okay. These guys start to move forward, little by little. Oh, this statue's still alive. He didn't make the cut. He can move through bodies and such and get to do a life drain on Hortus, which misses. Statue, with his one attack this time, tries to slam Hortus and misses. Hortus somehow jumping out of the way.
That's what they get for underestimating me.
These guys start to move. Actually, these guys will probably stay. Let me see if they have
I
something.
don't know about these guys, but I bring the turtle package.
No one? Darn.
I like it.
That's the supplement the
Oh.
turtle comes with, the turtle package.
These guys are, at least Mike and Bob are aware. They ran it with me. Hortus, you're up.
I missed Donatella.
All right, now this is the most miffed off I've been in a long time. So the big statue's got to make another dex save.
All right. 8.
All right, it's eight lightning damage.
All right.
Oh, it's still alive. What the dickens?
Weirdest turtle in the world.
All right. Well, I'm still alive, so let's give him a good thwackin'.
Hits.
Whack.
Oh,
I always roll the d20 to see if it's a crit.
To see if what's a crit.
Well, yeah, what's a crit?
Recklessly attacking, and it's only rolling with 1d20, so I roll the second one with advantage to see if it's a crit.
Oh, I see. 'Cause-
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
just-
did- yeah, I'm missing half the story there. I'm missing.
Anything else, Hortus?
That was only one attack.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I'm so used to
good.
lower level characters. That's a hit.
There we go, 14 damage. It's still alive. Jesus Christ.
This
We're
thing-
gonna,
And the-
we're gonna fucking die. All right, Ed's turn.
Statue ended his turn there, right?
Well, yeah, the turn that he missed a bunch.
I'm not moving in the fire.
He sure did.
Yeah.
That's a 19 he saves. How much does he take?
He saved, so
12? No.
Yeah, 11.
All right.
Hmm.
Anything else, Hortus?
nope, that's still for me.
Okay. Now these guys are. I think this guy. I don't know. How far does a javelin fly? 90? Oh yeah, he's gonna target you, Hortus, with a flying javelin.
Bring it, bitch.
He hits. Are you still alive?
Taking half of that shit.
Wow. You turn your shell and deflect most of the damage.
Whoop.
Bingo!
All right. So, seeing all these other things coming alive, I think I'm going to try and run here. That's my movement.
Mm-hmm.
Did that work?
Uh-uh.
And give a potion to the one with the stone to try and get us out of here.
Can I? I mean, he said stone, so can I ask if he either history or
What do you want to know?
like it? He said the one with the stone, so either a history check to remember it or something along those lines to like
For your character
engage
to remember?
Yeah, but it's
his character. I'm asking for that because he mentioned the stone.
So
I wasn't going to bring it up, really.
it's fine.
but
It's fine. So let's scale it. I want Mike. You know your character. Bingo.
Yeah.
You know, do you think it'd be easy for him to remember that, medium or hard? Just easy, medium, or hard. Then I'll determine the DC. But knowing Bingo, how much does he pay attention to sending stone information in the plan at the army?
Oh god, like not very much. He was focused on the one guy with the eye that looked a little shady that probably made the statue try and kill us.
All right, I got a number. So go ahead and roll history.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you remember. Yeah, you pass with flying colors. So you definitely paid attention to that piece because you remember feeling a little bit uneasy about just going into this whole territory without an army, and you paid attention so much so that you knew that Sisk had put it into his side pouch.
Yeah. So I don't know how to use the stone, so I'm gonna give him a.
You
If
can roll
I
Arcana.
target,
You're level 10
if I-
cleric, man. You
He
can
was-
roll Arcana.
he was there for the conversation, wasn't he?
kinda, you know, looking around.
Do you not want to know?
Do you just have a potion or anything?
I have a potion.
Don't fuck the potions.
Yeah. So
I
go
mean,
for-
we were standing there in front of a freaking dragon talking about this.
Oh yeah, just a,
Sorry,
a stone, and you had it, so you
Yep.
know how to use it.
All right.
You just hold it and you talk to the person that you know has the other end, and you could just mentally communicate. It's pretty straightforward. It's a phone call.
So I'll reach in his pocket and grab the stone and just say, "Get us out of here."
Okay, excellent. So you hear from Arcarania. We saw the smoke. We saw the commotion. We're on our way. And let's see. So let me check on something real quick. So, crew, it's about 2 minutes till 10, our usual stop time. I would guess that we can wrap up the one shot in about a half an hour. Mostly,
Cool.
probably roleplay. Is anyone?
I just had some G Fuel, so I'm good to go.
I don't know what that means.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's some weird.
Jeff, we're getting old.
No, you're good. So
Okay.
it's like an energy drink substitute kind of thing, coffee substitute. So you get less jitters and crash.
Yeah.
Okay. So does anyone have a hard stop at 10?
It can last 30 more minutes. I can last.
Okay.
I'm fine for the extra half hour, so let's do it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
Rectugal.
So, you guys didn't follow the normal path, so I have to read a little bit. So,
That's okay.
That's our job.
Imagine that.
Shocker. We have a Saren in the party. It's never going to go on track.
So you very quickly, once sending this message, you hear like some of the Gygans, like this one over here and this one over here, they suddenly like shuffle and turn to the side. You hear like off in the distance the sounds of warrior voices, and you feel you actually feel the wind of the beating wings as Arkarania swoops in using her breath and just starts torching. You just see like a line of Gygans who are still sleepy and waking up, and some of the ones that were on guard at the night just fried in an instant. The rest of Estor and his crew, they quickly come into the oops, that's the wrong token. I don't know where Estor is, but all of his soldiers come into the establishment. I don't really need to put them on the map because this is all description, Jeff. Focus. Okay. Very quickly, they all swoop in. Arkarania is torching some of the ones that were kind of coming out to meet the army. And very quickly, it is evident that they are overpowering the Gygan camp. You see some of them putting up their arms in surrender. You see the one that had the force field kind of over has dropped the force field. You see just sort of some terrified looks as the dragon has decimated easily 2/3 of their army. And it gets a little bit quieter as the soldiers that are in the camp start to like put the Gygans in a group. And then you see Estor Arkelander coming in. It's not like active battle anymore. It's a little bit more organized. It seems like the Gygans are putting their hands up. And Estor comes in with a handful of his crew. And he says, "Slaughter them all." And right away you see this bronze dragon swoop down, and she says, "Estor, no, they are giving up. This is the best that we could have hoped for." And he says, never again will they kill our kind. They must go." And you see some of the soldiers too, like a little bit like kind of torn. And Arkarania, she turns back to him. She's got tears in her eyes, and she says, "Please, Estor, don't do this." And he pushes her aside, shoves his blade right in the neck of a Gygan who was basically hands up, no weapons, and watches his body crumple to the ground. And he turns back to his men. He says, "Slaughter them all." Bronze Dragon swoops away. You see some of the other soldiers, torn, a handful of them, leave back towards Estor's camp. You all, catching your breath, getting revived. I'll put you at 1 hit point, just so you're conscious. You get some care from the war medics that came in. You see Estor, handful, 20, 30 of his men, slaughtering the natives, slaughtering every Gygan, slaughtering the Minotaurs. You see Arkarania and a handful of the soldiers leave. What do you do?
I'm
It's
gonna
not like
look at everybody else and say, what did we do?
we. Hmm. It's more like slow blinking. We just let a demon into. We just released a demon on the whole world.
He was supposed to be the guy that helped settle this area, and we just destroyed them.
See a shadow pass over the moonlight, coming near you as Arcarania lands nearby, looks around with a sense of desperation, and she looks at you and she says, "Not you too."
What do you mean?
Please don't join him. Don't give this evil power.
Kill
I'm
him.
not, I'm not
This-
joining that. I'm not joining that.
He won't be stopped. Come with me. We're stopping this.
Who was the one that we stopped?
The one that you stopped?
Like the original Gygans.
Yeah, they were making these weapons that could take out dragons. We were scared, and we needed farmland for the settlers, but this is beyond war.
There was a guy with a crazy thing going on his head.
The statue?
Not the statue.
One we're next to.
Ah, yes, that is a Jankin. They are giants of a particular family line that invents and creates. They are the creators of these dragon killers. These catapults. They are inventors. They were a
So-
threat to us. A threat to Estor. But she looks over and sees him just cutting down more Gygans, and she says, I'm sorry. I have to go. Are you coming with me?
I don't go anywhere. I'm not staying here, that's for sure.
I feel like you brought us here on a weird journey, and it doesn't make sense. You want us to kill them?
We wanted protection. I can explain more. Come back to Estor's camp, she says with kind of a new tone in her voice. I'll fly you back and I'll tell you more. Estor comes
This all
up to you.
doesn't seem right.
Estor comes up to you and he says, "Ha ha ha. My operatives, excellent. Well done. Job well done. I knew you could do it. I was a little hesitant, concerned, and even though it didn't go quite as smooth, look around. This fort is ours." Just then, he looks over at Arcarania, kind of motions her over. She snorts a dust and soot out of her nostrils and again looks at you and she says, "Are you coming with me?"
Better place than here, I guarantee.
Uh,
I cannot believe what we just did for this guy.
I'm willing to. I'm willing to leave. I'm willing to leave.
So she leans down. You see she's got a saddle on with varying like holding points and straps. So you all mount up. Estor looks once more before you take off, and he kind of spits and he says, "Pathetic," as he looks directly in the eyes of this bronze dragon. She moves her head away, flies off. A very short amount of time, you're back at Estor's camp. She lets you off and immediately goes into a rage, goes into a fit, digging and clawing, tearing at every piece of Estor's tent that she can. You see a few of the soldiers around changing into their travel gear, leaving the camp. She tears it up, and as you look through the rubble of the tent, you do see a journal. Some light dragon talon scratches on it, but otherwise readable. Do you want to hear about Estor in the First War?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna burn it. Yes, of course.
No, we're throwing that one.
Okay, sit back. Get some popcorn. This is monologue time. Let me bring up. I don't know. I don't need to. Yeah, we'll go into Estor's tent because he's there, and I can make him pop up. So he's the forefront.
Solano, you've got a notepad going on, right?
Right. Of all the Dragonlords, the brothers... So this is kind of the gist of what you get from the journal, not the actual journal text. Of all the Dragonlords, the brothers Tillamook and Estor Arkelander were the most ruthless and savage. Tillamook, the elder, dreamed of being a great king. He offered his protection and that of his dragon to any who would swear allegiance to him. He promised a future in which the so-called civilized species had utter dominance over Thylea and the Fey creatures. Mortals of all races flocked to his banner. He built fortresses and walled cities to protect his followers from attack, the foundation of what would one day become the great kingdom of Mitros. The ranks of his armies, under the command of his younger brother Estor, swelled. For Tillamook, war was merely a tool, a way to build and secure the future of his people. Estor, however, cared little for the future. He had no desire to rule or govern, and his only joy was battle. Most, including his dragon, thought he was a brave hero seeking glory. The truth was far worse. For war was the only way that Estor could satisfy his bloodlust and cruelty. His victories on the battlefield meant nothing beyond the chance of slaughter and carnage. As Tillamook's kingdom grew, it expanded into Gygan territory. Knowing the one-eyed, six-armed giants would not welcome outsiders, he commanded Estor to lead his army against them. In Tillamook's mind, his brother would break the Gygan ranks and force the giants to bend the knee. Estor, however, had other plans. With his dragon, he led the charge that routed the Gygans. They fought bravely but were no match for the Dragonlord and his mount. Once they knew the battle was lost, they threw down their weapons in surrender. Estor refused to take prisoners and refused to parley. To the horror of his noble dragon mount, he ordered his troops to massacre every single Gygan warrior. The Gygan threat was gone, but Estor was not finished. He pushed his soldiers onwards to the towns where the Gygans had lived, their warriors slain. The remainder were now defenseless. Estor's dragon begged him to show mercy, but he was deaf to her pleas. His army massacred mothers and children, the old and the infirm. Only a handful of Gygans escaped to warn the other Fey folk of Estor's atrocities. The unbridled slaughter revealed Estor's true nature, and his dragon abandoned him. The consequences of his actions went much further. Seeing the slaughter, Lutheria finally recognized the threat the newcomers posed, and she released Sidon from his vow to not harm them. With his fury finally unleashed, Sidon gathered a great army of fey creatures and led them against the civilized races that had butchered the Gygans. Sidon meant to drive the invaders into the sea. The first war had begun.
Huh. So he caused the war. He caused the war.
She ends up going through her rage with tearing up Estor's tent and such. She catches her breath. She turns back to you as she starts to settle down, and she says, "Okay, well, what do you all intend to do? I'm moving south. If you tend to go back south, I will give you my collar, or I intend to go back south. Here's my collar with the sending stone. Please return it to the Dragonlords there." Something like that. She thanks you all for your help, and then she flies off. Your vision begins to grow fuzzy. You begin to return to the space with the mirror of the past. Kira is there as she looks at you.
Damn it.
No. No.
And you return and you see that same serious look since you grabbed the mirror. Tears in her eyes. She says, "Well, now that you've seen, take some time, eat, drink," and she's got some wonderful tasting, soothing drinks out. The fire's going. And yeah, she takes it slow and gentle, and she seems eager to hear your response.
So were we seeing from their point of views, or like from outside, kind of like a third-person deal?
Yeah, it's kind of like you watched a movie.
Yeah, so we know what happened there. They didn't know what was happening here, but
Right.
we know what happened there.
Right.
Yeah.
We were looking into the mirror. I grabbed the mirror from freaking Kira, and I'm just gonna straight up look at Kira and be like, "I think you were there."
Is that before she was a god? Is that before she was a god?
Wait, you say that to Kira?
Yeah.
It's like you, because we noticed what she looks like and sounds like.
Right.
At the very beginning, I feel like she was there
Yeah,
to warn people.
She's I don't know. It's like she gives. What is it? She gives off signs, or just like she's not happy about what happened.
Yeah. Roll an insight check, Zark.
Huh. So I don't need a record there anymore.
Okay. Zark, you. Let me see. How do I want to say this? Let me message you
Carefully. That's how you want to say it.
carefully.
And I'm not going to hear it for for a few minutes. No, what is it? Was it? I forgot what it's called. Wait, how you phrase it? I just made up phrase it. Oh well, cool. Pretty fun one shot though.
Okay. I don't know if that's what you were fishing for.
I mean, yes. But yeah. I just... You seemed like you were overseeing this as well as... I felt your presence there. And that the fact that everything that happened, I don't know what is going on in your mind, but I felt that you were there and you understood more of what was going on than what actually happened.
Be the drummer.
No, she's a fucking harpist.
Yeah, she scoffs at drumming.
Yeah. Drummer.
But anyways, I just feel like you could possibly help us understand what we saw and make sense of it a little bit more. Because from what I saw, is that
So,
there's possibly going to be a problem from what the stories have said.
so in common knowledge, is Esther the hero or the villain?
Right. So I had at one time, I'm very old, I'm not sure that my looks would betray me. However, now that
You look 19.
you know that I am a god now, as much as I fooled you all for so many journeys, so many weeks, so many moons.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Not whatsoever.
just like a slow.
No, no.
I haven't told you that I was in a relationship with Esther.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
as you saw, everyone saw him as a great hero. He was the leader of the settler army. Tillamook trusted him with protecting the settlers and helping them thrive. And I know that Esther's connected to the Ultros, and I want you all to know, when we get there tomorrow, you need to remember how important it is. Remember why you fight. We're not fighting for just fighting's sake like Esther did. Do you know the saying, I do not love the bright sword for its sharpness, nor the arrow for its swiftness, nor the warrior for his glory. I love only that which they defend. I do write good poetry sometimes, huh?
I don't think you wrote that poetry.
Only when it's tragic. For some reason, it's sad.
Listen, please be careful. You could tell she's just very upset and warning caution. And she's also a little afraid.
Kira, you have not been afraid the whole time that you have done with the boar, with the whole setting of everything that we've gone through. You've just been there. Why are you afraid now?
I'm afraid because as long as I've known Esther, and I've seen more than what you've seen in that mirror.
He's gone.
I would say more of his echoes are still around.
With
Basically.
the rumors of the Ultros, we're not so sure. There are sailors that say that they've been attacked by a great ship full of...
We visited his tomb.
Yes. Maybe.
Solana?
Note taker? Did we visit his tomb?
No, I definitely know that we did.
We did visit his tomb.
Yeah, but we
I'm
don't know-
just wondering if Solano has anything to say about this.
or we don't know if it's his actual body in it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because it could be just so like either he's still alive or a ghost
Jeff.
is attacking people.
What's that? You want to just know?
Yeah.
There was no body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem.
There was nobody in there. There was, I want to say, traps.
I could, let me just check, because I did have...
Isn't that where those ooze monsters try to kill us?
Where?
Or it was filled with water. It was one of those traps. One of those things that were trying to kill us in his tomb.
I actually don't think his tomb was trapped, actually.
Oh, okay.
thinking back, I think Arkelander was there was nothing going on there.
So Kira continues to explain of what she knows. She said that Estor and his crew on the Ultros continued to sail around Thylea, harassing other ships, becoming an unstoppable killing force, slaughtering native races without concern. She says, but their greed was their undoing, as they eventually invited a curse among themselves in return for power. It is said that Estor and his crew still appear at night to plague travelers, natives, settlers alike. She said that because of the actions that you saw in the mirror, the settlers turning against the Gygans, Lutheria lost her pet-like interest in the settler races. She joined forces with Sidon and unleashed their full wrath, causing a terrible war to rage. The war was dominated by the Titans until the 5 gods arrived and evened the playing field. But that is a story for another time.
But did you guys see that goblin save the day?
I
Is that
saw-
why?
No, I saw a goblin like smashed on the ground for a while.
Is that why whenever we have a good idea we say bingo?
Bingo! All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.